Good day and welcome to today's Living Word. I'm Dwayne Matz. We're continuing in the book of Isaiah, chapter 10. Let's look at verses 1 through 4 today. We read, "Woe to those who decree unrighteous decrees, who write misfortune, which they have prescribed, to rob the needy of justice and to take what is right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. What will you do in the day of punishment and in the desolation which will come from afar? To whom will you flee for help? And where will you leave your glory? Without me, they shall bow down among the prisoners, and they shall fall among the slain. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still." That's Isaiah 10, 1 through 4. You read this and you know what? This is about money, isn't it? I mean, note some of the words used in verses 1 and 2 here. Words like misfortune, rob, take. Then rob shows up again. Rewriting or ignoring God's word for the sake of lining pockets will bring the wrath of God down on his church and on a nation. Woe. What will you do when the wrath of God falls? To whom will you flee for help? Will you turn to your bank account for relief? Psalm 62:10 says, "Do not trust in oppression, nor vainly hope in robbery. If riches increase, do not set your hearts on them." And in Proverbs 11:28, "He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like foliage." And Psalm 52:6 and 7 says, "The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him, saying, Here is the man who did not make God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness." And then there's Proverbs 22:16, "He who oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to poverty." Anyone who reads the Bible knows that God has a special place in his heart for the needy, the poor, the widow, and the fatherless, and also a very special place in his heart for the generous. If we call ourselves God's children, should we not also have his heart? I'm Dwayne Matz. That's today's Living Word.